Garvin. They'll just flip of the head. He's given chase. Big Grant Garvin, sent ahead. Roberts can't get the backhand off. Fred scores. There he is.
Back here for another segment of Coach's Club, joined by Kirk Handy, D1 men's hockey coach. How's it going, Coach?
Oh, it's great. I'm glad to be here with you, Gabe.
I'm glad to have you.
Yeah.
The season, we had a pretty interesting season so far. Had some injuries, had some nicks and bruises, some change-ups, but you guys before the break got that momentum back, and you guys, back in the national picture. So just recap us on how the season's been so far and what you're expecting going forward.
Well, yeah, it has been an interesting year, with the new building and not being in a locker room and kind of being campers for the first couple months and stuff. But you know what? I really feel like it took us a little longer than we thought to get our team to kind of mesh at the beginning of the year. Top that off with a really strong schedule, and it took our guys a little bit to kind of figure out what type of game we wanted to play. Obviously, with a strong schedule, you have many great opportunities throughout the semester, last semester, and then this semester as well, for us to prove that we need to be in the picture for nationals.
And talking about nationals, you guys got a lot of freshmen on the roster, and like you were saying, just that chemistry and meshing together. How is the freshman bond with the upperclassmen? How's that chemistry built over the season thus far?
Well, it's a work in progress all the time, and you want to make sure that that the freshmen now in this point during this point of the season, the second half of our season, realize they aren't freshmen anymore.
Right.
They're freshmen in their class, but in the way that we want them to play, we want them to play as more seasoned veterans, guys who've been through the college game, have experienced playing the top teams. We've played the number one team, the number two team. So they've got a lot of experience playing the top teams, and we want to make sure that translates at a higher level in the second semester than it did in the first.
Any players that's really stood out to you so far this first half of the semester that you're expecting big things out of the second part?
Yeah, well, Danny Logan is a senior on our team, and he's really someone who has really stepped up his game. He was always a hard worker, but really offensively, he's really stepped up his game this year over his last 3 years. In fact, I believe he's got more points this year than he did in his previous 3 years combined.
Wow.
So he's really stepped up his game and been a leader for us on and off the ice, and someone who who's really elevated his game here for us as well.
Nationals is always a big topic here at Liberty, but you want to take one game at a time. So what are you telling the guys to keep them, motivated and stay pressed on, one game at a time? Don't look too far ahead. So what's really been the model this year for that?
We have to get back to playing every game like it is a game to get us into the national championship, and every game matters, and we can't overlook anyone. We're most concerned about who we are as a team and about improving on our game every time we're out there. And so that's the most important part for us is, are we getting better and are we improving, and that's our key focus.
When you think club sports here at Liberty, D1 hockey is the first thing to come to mind. Me being a football guy, I didn't know anything about any of the other club sports.
Well, that's kind of your own fault.
Yeah, I should have went to a game or something. Right. But like, you guys, are the face of club sports. So what does Liberty hockey mean to you? You've been here for a little while, but what does it really mean to you personally?
Well, you know what, it means a lot. I played hockey at Liberty here in the 90s, and I've been involved coaching now for 16 years. And it's really been the litmus test for us in club sports. It's really been the one that we want to experiment with something new with, or the university does. We've usually used hockey as kind of a guinea pig for that. Right. For academics, for athletic training, for all the other things that we've incorporated into our club sports department here. Now, I'm very proud of what the university's done. Obviously, President Falwell and Senior Vice President Lee Beaumont have been huge driving forces behind the whole club sports department, and it's been key for us. Just being able to be a part of it and being able to really be the part of club sports that has been the driving engine here.
If people really know you, they know you're like a down-to-earth person, easygoing. But I saw a clip online of you like banging the glass last year. What do we got to get for you to do that, you know, before the season's over this year? You were like banging the glass.
I do remember that. I wanted to order pizza after the game, and he wanted cheese pizza, and I wanted some pepperoni, and so I was just trying to make sure that we were getting pepperoni on the pizza.
And lastly, like I said, we talked about you've been here for a while. Just how did you get here to Liberty to, you know, coaching hockey? I know you played here, like you said.
Yeah, sure. I came to Liberty, funny enough. I had a guy from our church who was coming to Liberty, and I was going to an air school up in Canada, and I'd been up there for 1 year, and he said, hey, you should come down to Liberty with me. You know, they get a hockey program down there, and really didn't know much about it. We were playing in Roanoke then, and so I came down and hadn't been to visit. I just came down to Liberty and all the way down from Canada, and it was a great 4 years here playing. And then when I finished playing, they needed someone to be the assistant coach, and I jumped in there and helped out with that. And then the head coaching job came about a year and a half later, and I've enjoyed it. And here's the thing, I've enjoyed all the players and we've had over the past, and all the coaches. I've got to coach with some fantastic guys. A lot of guys who have played hockey here with Jeff Lowe's, Dave Sumney played for us, Mike Binney, Dalton Stoltz, But Jeff's been with us now for 11 years, and Mark and Dan here last year, and so it's been a great, it's been great, and the relationships that we've been able to develop with the players, who've been through our program and stuff has been really valuable in my own life to grow me into the person who I am today.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time, and we will be cheering for you the rest of this season. And for Coach Kirk, I'm Gabe Henderson for the Liberty Flame Sports Network, signing off.